This guy always want to come at me. Bro, block that guy, fake ass elect coward. And just to put everybody, don't sit in judgment with sinners because, this is the thing. This dude be hating on me so hard. And a lot of people, a lot of my own people. And this video right here, I'm just going to pull it up, let the scriptures talk. A lot of y'all are off. Wisdom of Solomon 7:7. Wherefore I prayed, and understanding was given me. I called upon Yahweh, the Most High God, and the Spirit of wisdom came to me. And she actually came inside my body. And she, verse 12, and I rejoiced in them all, because innumerable evils took over me where I wasn't able to lift up my head. That's Psalms 40:12. Go and try to prove me wrong. Contend with me if you really think you about this truth like I am. I live it. And I rejoiced in them all, the so-called holy angels, the left hand and the right hand, because wisdom goeth before them, and before wisdom is the Most High Yahweh. And I knew not that she was the mother of them. I learned diligently and do commute her liberally. I do not hide her riches. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, had granted me to speak as I would, and to conceive as meet for the things that are given me, because it is he that leadeth unto wisdom and directeth the wise. For in his hand are both we and our words, all wisdom also, and knowledge of workmanship. Basically, she's look, verse 29, she is more beautiful than the sun, and above all the orders of stars, being compared with the light she has found before it. But look, verse 27, and being but one, she can do all things, and remaining in herself, she maketh all things new, and in all ages entering into holy souls. And that's what happened to me. She entered into my soul. She maketh them friends of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the Most High God, and prophets. She is the brightness of everlasting light, the unspotted mirror of the power of the Most High Yahweh, and the image of his goodness. She is the breath of the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and a pure influence. If you look at my picture, it says influencive, or it says influence sieve. Yes, flowing. And that picture, the Most High made that. The wisdom made that. I didn't make that. That's why I can't go and redo it again. That's it. You gotta be. What, you're not satisfied with my flesh? Let me bring that up. Did you guys have a spirit pass before your face and your hair stand up, like Job 4:15? Then a spirit passed before my face, and the hair of my flesh stood up. And wisdom that night, Job 19:20, my bone cleaveth to my skin and to my flesh, and I am escaped with the skin of my teeth. And basically, Job was saying, I am the only one escaped out of this. And just like Daniel, he was the only one that seen the vision. Job 21:6, even when I remember, I am afraid, and trembled taketh hold on my flesh. When I have them still in remembrance. You guys aren't on my level, because y'all weren't chosen to be on my level. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai blessed me to be on this level. I died twice. This is my third life. Y'all gonna, for real, all my life I've been hearing that. For my loins are filled with a lonesome disease, and there is no soundness in my flesh. Psalm 73:26, my flesh and my heart faileth, but Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is the strength of my heart, and my portion forever. Psalms 84:2, my soul longeth, yea, even fainted for the courts. Y'all don't even know what the courts are. Have you stood in the midst of the sea and the congregations? Okay. Have you stood in the midst of the congregation? Have you been cast down to the floor yet? Have you been in the courts of the Most High Yahweh? 'cause I fainted in the courts. My heart and my flesh cried out for the living God. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You guys didn't hear it. You guys don't even teach in fear. Cause I know, because you guys talk proudful and like you know it all. No, you ain't have your judgment yet. Psalms 119 and 120. My flesh trembleth for fear of thee, and I am afraid of thy judgments. Y'all ain't heard his voice yet. You ain't felt his mercy yet. Lamentations 3 and 4. He broke in my bones, y'all. But in Isaiah, it's so you can be healed, so you can see that he's working through me. That the hand of the Most High God, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, had touched me. His servant, wisdom entered into me. I'm about to just unload on y'all right now. I'm so fired up. You know what I mean? But what's the point of arguing when you're not reproving, right? That's why you always stay in wisdom. Knowledge is the stability of thy times. My flesh and my skin hath he made old, and hath broken my bones. John 6 and 51. I am the living bread which came down from heaven. If any man eat of this bread, he shall live forever. And the bread that I will give is my flesh, which I give for the life of the world. And you got to understand, Yahushai's testimony is his broken bones. That's his, to have his life, to have his testimony, to go through the things that he went through, to see the things he went through. I've seen the face of Satan. It's the white Jesus portrayed in every church around the globe. So the thing is, Psalms 38 and 3, there is no soundness in my flesh because of thy anger, neither is there any rest in my bones because of my sin. Psalms 27 and 2, when the wicked, even my enemies and my foes, came upon me to eat up my flesh, they stumbled and fell. That's spiritually and physically. Psalm 16 and 9, therefore my heart is glad and my glory rejoiceth, my flesh also shall rest in hope. And that's the thing, like, though an host should encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. The war shall rise against me, and this will I be confident. One thing have I desired, O Yahweh, the Lord, that will I seek after, that I may dwell in the house of Yahweh, the Lord, all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of Yahweh, and to inquire in his temple. For in the time of trouble he shall hide me in his pavilion, in the secret of his tabernacle shall he hide me, and he shall set me upon a rock. That's Psalms 40 right there, all over again. And now shall my head be lifted up above my enemies round about me. Therefore will I offer in his tabernacle sacrifices of joy. I will sing, I will sing praises. Call Hala Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKakodash unto the Lord. Hear, O Yahweh, when I cry with my voice, have mercy also upon me and answer me. The thing is, a lot of these Akim, the thing is, the closer we get to this, you gotta realize temptation and your blindness. It also gets heavier, and it also gets thicker. So the thing is, Psalms 104:13, he watered the hills from his chambers. Those chambers is the marriage chambers. Wisdom. Go out to meet him. The earth is satisfied with the fruit of thy works. The people asked, and he brought quails. That's the heavenly bread, and satisfied them with the bread of heaven. And a lot of y'all, man, just do the work, man. Y'all hating on brothers and stuff, but meanwhile we got people out here making our image look bad. So all that hating on other brothers and stuff, that shit's gotta stop. That's not getting you into the kingdom. Proverbs 12:11. He that tilleth his land shall be satisfied with bread, but he that followeth vain person is void of understanding. So y'all better be careful who y'all following and who y'all listening to. Is y'all listening to the elect, or y'all listening to the true men of the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai? So, this thing is, you're not satisfied with my flesh. You guys don't basically account don't see my labors. I labor in the broken bones, Philippians, man. So let me find this. Well, just came upon a good proverb, 27:20. Hell and destruction are never full, so the eyes of man are never satisfied. So, the thing is, people aren't going to be satisfied when they see the Most High, even the elect, coming up as rubbish. And that's what we are. We're going to be the trash of the earth, but that's going to be our glory, because, the people who you never thought wore the crown, that's exactly what's about to go down. And I really want to find this. Alright, this is exactly what I was looking for. Philippians, exactly what the Spirit, the Wadi Yahushai was bringing that one out. But he made himself of no reputation and took himself the form of a servant and was made in the likeness of men. So the elect, we took in the same likeness of our King Yahushai. And the thing is, people look, I heard the names in my dream, John 17 verse 6, and it matches up with Philippians 2:9. Wherefore Yahweh the Most High also had highly exalted him and given him a name which is above every name. And that's why you hear the Father's name, John 5:43. That's why you hear the Father's name inside the Son's name, to give glory to the Father. Acts 4:12. Only two names under heaven given to men whereby we must be saved. And this is for all these scoffers who say, oh, you want to call yourself an elect, oh, you think you sealed, oh, you think this. Well, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to the scriptures. Try to go prove me wrong. The thing is, I'm not going to be confounded. You're the one that's confounded. You're the one that's making haste. You're the one that's contending and sinning against me, which is, you're going against the grain. You speaking up to an elder, in the wisdom and the truth. Philippians 2:21. For all seek their own, not the things which are Yahushai's. If you go to John 17, it's in red lettering, okay? Yahushai is saying, I have manifested his Father's name unto the men which he gave him before the creation of the world, who were predestinated and chosen to be the 144,000. There's a lot of false doctrines out here. People want to make this what they want, which is going to put them to death. You ain't going to be ready. You ain't getting ready. You ain't getting ready to get out of here then. But you know the proof of him, and I do. I know the proof of him. That as a son with a father, as a son with the Father, he has served with me in the gospel. Him therefore I hope to send presently, as soon as I shall see how it will go with me. But listen to this. Listen to what he's saying right here. I'm vexated to death, you guys, so I can have this understanding. For he longed after you all Yasharallah, all the 12 tribes, and even the Gentiles and the inhabitants of the earth, you guys, and was full of heaviness, broken bones, Lamentations 3:4, because that ye had heard that he had been sick, for indeed he was sick nigh unto death. I went to the gates of hell, y'all. That's how I broke my neck, and without medical attention, you guys, I didn't. He put that spirit on me. I didn't have to do drugs. You guys, can you guys understand that? how much pain, how much vexation I was going through. My back was like in a Rubik's Cube. And it still is to this day, but not as when it first happened. You guys, I could barely lift a gallon of milk. But Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai had mercy on him, and not on him only, but on me also. At least I should have sorrow upon sorrow. I sent him therefore the more carefully, that when ye see him again ye may rejoice, and that I may be less sorrowful. Receive him therefore in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai the Lord with all gladness, and hold such in reputation, because for the work of Yahushai and Mashiach he was nigh unto death, not regarding his life. I wasn't regarding my life, because I always fought for truth. He always put on my head, hey, you got this, to supply your lack of service towards me. You guys better listen to that one right there. To supply your lack of service towards me. I know I'm not laboring in vain. My broken bones. I press towards the mark for the prize of the high calling of Yahweh Shai. Of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Shlaki. I got that high calling 2 times in my life. And I heard upon the moon. She entered into me, and let me bring that back up. Because I just want to go through these. Because every time I do these videos, I gotta put people right back in their place. You ain't an elect. The thing is, Proverbs 2:10, when wisdom entereth into thy heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul. And that's the thing. To get that, I had to go to the hell's gate, the door, the gates of hell, y'all. And that's the wisdom. To know life and death, good and evil. Proverbs 17:10, a reproof entereth more into a wise man than 100 stripes into a fool. And the thing is, the door, John 10:1 was talking about, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth in some other way, the same is a thief and a robber. But he that entereth in by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. And that's the thing, I'm a shepherd. Because I entered in, she entered into me. I ascended and descended. And I'm sure, you know what I mean? Listen to this, Eclecticus 4 and 13. Matches up with Proverbs 2:10. He that holdeth her fast shall inherit glory, and whosoever she entereth, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the Lord will bless. They shall serve her. They that serve her minister the Holy One, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and them that love her, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the Lord doeth love. Whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations, and he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely. That's surely right there. That's firm. If a man commit himself unto her, he shall inherit her, and his generation shall hold her in possession. And that's the thing. Make not thyself an underlining to a foolish man. And that's what, a lot of y'all who want to follow after, I know it's the Trumpet of Philly. That's you've been coming at me a lot. And then there's another one in the GMS camps. There's only a few brothers, The thing is, the tongue is very wicked. And they're not realizing what help I can profit the 30 or 40 hundreds of people who they've stopped from listening to me. That's being greedy. That's being puffed up and strifeful. That's division. That ain't love. That's hate, man. Eclecticus 4:21. For there's a shame that bringeth sin, and there's a shame which is glory and grace. So I ain't ashamed. I ain't ashamed when y'all say, hey, that he fake ass elect fucking coward and shit like that. I ain't ashamed. How I see it, the Most High is just pointing you motherfucking devils out in these camps. The elders ain't ever bash talked me, and especially, you know, I got my approval from one of the wisest elders from GMS, man. Yahweh Shai is coming back. That's y'all can look him up. He's got 22,000 subscribers, man. And he pushes out videos every day, multiple videos. And my middle name's Amar. You know, you see that? I thought it was Arabic, you know. And the thing is, you know, I wholly depend on wisdom because, you know, she's the one that saved me. Then the Most High, my mother and my father, man, my heavenly father and my heavenly mother, man. They were both there. The thing is, what y'all don't understand how poor I really am. I'm really like a vexation of my bones. I don't know. Tomorrow's not promised, you guys. The gravity of the situation. I am on the brink of death. I'm nigh unto death, and I need prayers. I need y'all to hear my story out, because without my story, none of the Bible's gonna make sense. You know, who is wisdom? What does this verse mean? What does this precept mean? You know, I actually, like, from the moon, if you ever seen Finding Nemo, I'll just look at the moon. The moon right now is full, and if you ever watch that dark scene in Finding Nemo, where it's pitch black and the anglerfish, that is the mystery, and that's the understanding as a flood. That Finding Nemo, that was my best. That's the best PG way I can put it. But he'll give you the temptation to where no evil will touch you at all. I mean, if you guys, like, the thing is, it's just, she entered into my heart, man, and it's so huge, you guys, and I just want to stay on it. You know, I entered into the door, you know, and the womb. The door is the womb. Wisdom is the door. Okay, she is the gates of hell. Have the gates of hell been open to thee? You know, hang on. Wisdom of Solomon 16:13. For thou hast power of life and death. Thou leadest to the gates of hell and bringest up again. And the thing is, Matthew, that's what's amazing is he sealed me before I went to the gates of hell, so I didn't die. Matthew 16:18. I heard my first high calling in 2012. That's when I was around 21, 22. And that matches up with biblical scriptures. Matthew 16:18. And as I say also unto thee, that thou art Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church. And you know, that's the bodily church spoke of in 1 Corinthians or 2 Corinthians. I believe it's 1st though. And the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. As thou, hang on. There's certain like terminologies that using this coordinates, it makes if you know what you're looking for, you can be very Job 1, because the thing is, Job 1:6. Now there was a day when the sons of Most High Yahweh came to present themselves before the Most High Yahweh, and Satan came also among them. Now let me the thing is, Psalms 40:12, that's what happened. That's what that is when you're being judged. Hast thou not made an hedge about him, and about his house, and all about he hath on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. And that's the thing. The Most High is your rich. You know, he causes your riches and your poverty. brings you up and down for a reason, to humble you, to keep His truth and fear in you. But listen to verse 13. And there was a day when his sons and his daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. That's the thing, the presence, to be in the presence of the Most High. That brings up thy throne. It brings us to Wisdom of Solomon. Give me wisdom that sitteth by thy throne. Okay, so I want you guys, and reject me not from among thy children. So I want you to kind of take in Job 1 and 6, and how the sons, we had to present ourselves before the Most High. So I want you to take Wisdom of Solomon 9 and 4 now, and kind of combine both those scriptures into an image in your head. Give me wisdom that sitteth by thy throne, and reject me not from among thy children. The eyes of the Most High. The eyes of the Most High. Eclecticus 34 and 16. For the eyes of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai are upon them that love him. He is their mighty protection and strong stay, a defense from heat. And that heat can be spiritually and physically. When you got somebody scoffing you for saying, oh, you're wrong, or you're trying to say you're wrong, or you're a coward. Well, the Most High I've got his right hand. I got my right hand in his left hand, and his left hand stronger than your right hand. So the thing is, that's a good feeling, and it's a sense of peace. You know what I mean? So the thing is, trumpet of Philly. If I was in the room with you, the thing is, I don't know what the Most High would do to you. I don't know if he would make your roof just shut the fuck up. The thing is, I'm a poor man, and the thing is, the Most High don't like a poor man that's puffed up and high-minded and proud. So with all that stuff, you need to cut it. Because, that's the thing. You don't want to be cursed from a poor man that's humbled and has been humbled. And that's the thing. A lot of this is about being humbled and knowing when you need to re-examine yourself and look at yourself. Okay, because some people are either making this harder on themselves or easier. There's no way around it. Verse 20, whoso bringeth an offering of the goods of the poor doeth as one that killeth the son before his father's eyes. The bread of the needy is their life. He that defraudeth him thereof is a man of blood. He that taketh away his neighbor's living slayeth him, and he that defraudeth the labor of his hire is a bloodshedder. So that's what you're doing, man. When one buildeth and another pulleth down, what profit have they then but labor? When one prayeth and another curseth, whose voice will Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai hear? I'm just going to leave that at that. With that, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, Kahala Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash, Tawada Yahweh, Tawada Yahushai, Tawada Kakodash, Tawada Wisdom, Tawada Alhaim, Tawada Shemayim, Amun. And what I said was, all praise to the Most High, in the name of His Son, Tawada the Most High, Tawada Yahushai, His Son, Tawada Wisdom, Tawada Understanding, and Tawada the angel powers in the heavens. Shalom. Peace, blessings to you.